Hello, engineering students. Mr. Stemple here. Welcome to IED and or POE. This year it looks like I'm going to be teaching both classes. Both are sophomore level classes. IED is Intro to Engineering Design and POE is Principles of Engineering. So whichever one of those you're in, this is your introduction video. So let's get started. First of all, who am I? I'm Mr. Stemple, like I said before. I have a degree in electrical engineering. I worked as an engineer for 20 years before I decided to teach. I absolutely love teaching and especially love teaching engineering because it's just so much fun. I traveled around Europe for a while and all around the US. I've been to 49 out of 50 states. I really enjoy outdoor activities now, like rollerblading, which you can see there. And yes, I did fall a couple times. I like riding my bike and doing other things like that. I've got a now 8-year-old daughter. Her birthday was in August. Her name's Lily. She likes to do these outdoor activities and stuff with me. So let's talk about what we're going to do in engineering this year. It's going to be a little bit of a weird year. We're going to start out online, but maybe after November or in sometime in November, maybe we'll get back in the classroom. Who knows? In any case, we're going to have some fun. We've got a lot to do, a lot of cool activities going on, a lot of cool projects we can build, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're in Principles of Engineering, which I think most of you are, we're going to explore a broad range of engineering topics. We're going to talk about mechanisms, which is mechanical engineering. We're going to talk about material properties, also mechanical engineering. We're going to do some computer programming, maybe some robotics. Maybe we'll build a few things we get back into class. Lots of electricity and electronics. I have a degree in electrical engineering, so I really like that part. We're definitely going to cover the design process. Here's some things we did last year. The two at the bottom we did while we were working from home. So we did a balance project, we did a bridge project. The one up top is, of course, inside the classroom, which those girls have built an elevator. So maybe we can get in class and do some of those things. If you're in Intro to Engineering Design, which I think about half of you are, we're going to learn to design and communicate like engineers. Lots of CAD drawings, lots of sketching, lots of documentation and problem solving. This is where your notebook's going to come in handy. We're going to use a program called Fusion 360 to do three-dimensional drawings. We're going to build some puzzle blocks, maybe some toys like the one at the top if we can get into class. Lots of cool things in IED as well. And most of all, this is going to be fun. This is your STEM class. It's kind of like an elective, but I know you all have to take engineering. But I'm very glad to have you in engineering. It's going to be a lot of fun. So here's some things you're going to need. You're going to need your notebook, and we're going to give you a notebook. So right here, this is a notebook you're going to need. I have a couple myself. When you write in your notebook, I want you to write in either blue or black pen or pencil. You're going to need some kind of a calculator. Some of you are going to want to use Google for calculations. You can do that if you want, but when you start doing trigonometry, there's a couple of tricks you're going to have to make sure you're aware of in order to get the right answers if you're going to use Google as your calculator. Totally up to you. If you want to buy a cheap calculator, if you're out shopping for school supplies or something, that little blue one there, the TI, whatever it is, it's the little cheap calculator. You can pick it up at Walmart for like 10 bucks. That's the one I would get. It does trig functions, sine, cosine, tangent, which you're going to need to do some of the calculations. All right, class expectations. When you're online with the class, be ready to work. I think we're probably going to do a lot of video calls. We're going to use Microsoft Teams for that. When you show up to class, be ready to work. Have your notebook with you. Also, check into Canvas every day. Canvas is how I'm going to check that you're showing up for class. Check into Canvas every day. There'll be online quizzes. You can see more of that in my website video, where I'll talk a little bit more about the online quizzes. You will have an online quiz every Friday, and it will close the following Friday. If you have two of my classes, some of you are taking both POE and IED, you have a quiz in each one of those classes. And some at-home project building. This is going to be the fun part. So I'm going to see what I can do about sending some supplies home so you can do some building at home. If I can't send supplies home, I'll show you how to find things in your home, in your yard, in your whatever that you can do some of these projects with. Don't worry if you don't have a lot of stuff at home. We'll figure it out. If we're engineers, we solve problems, right? So we're going to be able to do this. It's going to be fun. We're still going to have a lot of fun with engineering this year. Don't worry about that. So now I want to hear a little bit about you. This is your first online quiz. Okay, so I want to know who you are, why you want to do engineering, and I'm going to ask a few questions about how good you are at certain things. So the video is going to pause when you get to these to these questions, and it'll ask you those specific questions. So let's start first. Who are you? So it's going to pause, and I want you to tell me your full name and what you prefer to be called. Okay. Now I want to know why you made the decision to take engineering. What is it about engineering that you like? Do you like building things? Do you like breaking things? What is it about engineering that you really enjoy? And how good are you at certain things? Remember, there are no wrong answers here. I just want to know on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think you are at sketching and drawing? Are you very bad at it, can't draw anything, and nobody knows what it looks like when I try to draw something? Or are you very good at it? I can draw anything I want, three-dimensional, no problem. Right? Just give me an estimate of how good you think you are at these things. Next question, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at math? Are you very bad with math? Can't do anything in my head at all. Need a calculator for everything. Or are you very good with math? I got it. No problem. Question 5, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at building things? Are you good with building things with Legos maybe? Are you good with building things, doing things with your hand? Maybe you build things out of wood, or maybe you um, build things in the backyard, whatever. Let me know how good you think you are at building things. Again, no wrong answers here. I'm just trying to get to know you a little bit. Okay, one more about you. The video is going to pause, and I want you to tell me, is there anything else you want to tell me about yourself? Do you have brothers and sisters? Do you like to ride a bike? Do you have a giant Lego collection? Giant Star Wars collection? Um, I don't know. Do you hate ice cream? I don't know. Just give me something else about yourself that you want to tell me. Okay, that's, I think, about it. So first of all, I want to thank you for joining engineering and let you know this is going to be fun. We're going to have fun this year. It's going to be a little unusual, but I promise you, if you work with me and try hard in this class, you're going to learn some very valuable engineering skills. There's some pictures of some of my class last year, some of the things that we did, and hopefully we can get back in person sometime in November, and we can do some of these things in class. If you work with me on the beginning of the year, we'll be well prepared to do that. Thank you.